Greetings, friends. It's Zera, back with another classic WoW Hunter video. Today we're going to be talking about Hunters Versus, Episode 1. This is going to be versus RAZORGORE of Blackwing Lair. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro. Alright, let's do this. Before we do, the Z-Man got to put on that hat, brother. I just had the most amazing night. I ain't been able to sleep all night. Let me show you why.
Flashback.
These fights aren't lasting long enough for me to switch my trinket out. Yes! Yes! Oh! Yes! There they are! Yes! 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 Hundo! Hundo! Are you kidding me? Finally! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! They do exist! Holy crap! Oh my gosh!
One pair of pants later.
Haha! That macro works. Beautiful. God, no! Oh God! Ah! Ah! Shit! Ah! Yes! 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 Oh my God! I'm back! Ah! Woo! Yes! There they are! Yes! Oh, there is a God! He loves me!
End of flashback.
Yeah. 6 months to get T1, baby. 6 months. Are you kidding me? I lost my mind, bro. I lost my mind. But let's not dwell on that. Let's talk about Blackwing Lair. Okay, so these videos are in no way at all are designed to be absolute best way to deal with Blackwing Lair. Every single boss, best way to deal with it. What this is going to be an open dialogue. I am opening up the comment section to criticism, whether it be good, bad, negative, positive, whatever your taste is. If you want to crucify me to the wall, if you want to bash my head in with a crowbar, here's your opportunity. Because right now, I'm genuinely learning. This is not something that I ever got an opportunity to do in vanilla. My guild never got past Broodlord, and as it is, my memory is already 15 years old. I never did private servers, so if there's genuine information that any of you other hunters out there that have got more time or experience or have done private servers for a number of years, please hit me up in the comments. Come join the Discord. There's over 300 members, and we're growing fast every day. We'll be closing in on 400 by the end of this week. Hope you guys understand that I love you guys that are in the Discord. I appreciate all the conversations. We're having amazing conversations. We're having 3-4 hour voice comms, just talking about hunters, theory crafting. What about this pet? What about that pet? How do I learn this pet ability?
A few moments later.
Shameful plug, but subscribe. Come on, and hit that Discord link. You'll love it, I promise. Okay, so let's dive into this video. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and actually mute this because y'all are going to get feedback. Okay, so this is from my stream 2 nights ago. And like I said, this is by no way... Oh, by the way, the first part of this fight's garbage because my UI just crapped a brick. I don't know what happened. I think one of my UIs, one of my add-ons, I think updated through the Twitch app automatically before the raid. And it updated to the 8.3.5 version and not the 1.13 point whatever version. So this I'm going to have to do a quick disabling of my add-on, so just bear with me here. I'm just going to disable this add-on, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm getting fed up with this. I'm like, what the hell? 13, 14 keeps growing. All right, add-on. What add-on was it? Ah! Okay, what add-on was it? It was Plater? All right, reload UI. I hate it when this happens, dude. It drives me nuts. All right, so at this point, the orcs are dead. So obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do, get up on the platform, kill these orcs ASAP. Now, the next thing you want to do is get down this platform. Oh, and before anybody goes to the comment section, yes, I popped ass up to the cheetah. Sue me. I'm trying to move around quickly so I can get prepped before these waves come in. All right, so my job is to lay a frost trap. Now, you didn't see it because I was laying it down uses my macro. But if I turn the camera, boom, there's my frost trap. I've laid it here. Twidget already laid his right here, and Unicorn's on the other side. She's already laid her trap. So that's, to me, as a hunter, we are no more than a utility class in this fight. Our purpose is to not really do a whole lot of damage. Our purpose is to find and mark the Blackwing mages as soon as possible and lay frost traps down to slow the orcs from getting up to the platform, to the orb, to attack the person that's controlling the orb. So right now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not entirely sure who's utilizing the orb. I think it's our Shadow Priest, honestly. It is, no, actually it is one of our Holy Paladins, Captain Matt. He's up there controlling the orb. That makes sense, because he can automatically bubble if for some reason he were to gain aggro after everything happens. He can just pop bubble and drop aggro immediately. So that's actually pretty brilliant. So he's doing his thing, and we can just clean house. I'm still, now, okay, I just found my first mage. Now, I don't know if anybody noticed it, but do you see I can't really move my mouse, because if I do, it'll cover it up. But right here, underneath, you see where my mouse cursor is? All right, so there's True Shot Aura, there's Concussive Shot, there's Flare, there's Freezing Trap. Now, right underneath that, right here at the bottom, if I move my mouse cursor, you're going to see it. You see that little orc mouth, the orc face? I'm spamming that macro right now because that is a target Blackwing mage macro. Okay, what this is going to do is going to allow me to immediately target a mage, because they're the prio to kill, so I can target them, and I should be able to mark them. But in this particular fight, I don't know why, but Raid Lead forgot to give me main assist so that I could target these things. So I had to actually call it out verbally, like, hey, we got a mage on west side, east side, north side, south side, whatever. And it was more or less just a, hey, set this up, knock it down, kill it, easy day, easy money. I might actually, we used to do this back in the day in vanilla, I might actually recommend to our raid leaders to say, hey, instead of me like going out of my way to mark these targets, what if all of the range classes simply just set up a /assist Zera macro so that they could assist and they could target whatever it is I'm targeting, and the range can focus down the mages, because the mages are going to have counterspell, the warlocks are going to have death coil, they're going to have fear, mages are going to have sheep, and if another mage pops up, Blackwing mage that is, then they're immediately going to know where they're at. Very quickly, very easily can burn them down, and the melee can just focus on keeping the dragonkin and the legionnaire orcs, the melee ones, at bay and keeping them away from the orb. So, I mean, to me, that's a good idea. If you guys have another idea or a thought process on how to deal with this, let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, spamming that macro to target mages and then calling them out or targeting them or putting a marker on them or having range to assist you, to me, that's the best option you've got. And then, of course, melee, picking up these dragon spawn or these legionnaire orcs, and then they'll hold them at bay until all the mages are dead, and then the range can come in and help them peel them down if the melee hasn't already taken care of them. Now, I just realized that my trap just got triggered. So I'm just keeping an eye out for mages. I'm looking for mages. I'm realizing that dragon spawn's up there. The melee have got him. He's taken care of, so I'll go ahead and try to help him peel him off, because you don't want him up on the platform. I'm pretty sure they can cleave, so you don't want them cleaving on the person that's controlling the orb, so you want to try and get rid of them as fast as possible. So I'm turning my attention up there. But I'm perfectly aware that I need to get up here and lay another trap. So actually, as a matter of fact, that's what I do right here. I'm going to run up here. I'm like, nope. I need to lay this trap. Now, I'm not going to lie. I come up here and I lay it a little too high. I probably don't need to be laying it that high up on the ramp, but it's better than nothing. I already had my trap going, and I realized, like, I think what might have told my instincts to go a little bit higher with it is because Twidget was already dropping his trap towards the bottom of the ramp anyway. So there wasn't really no need in our traps overlaying, because the frost trap aura doesn't stack, unfortunately. At least I'm like 99% sure if it doesn't. If it does, if you can confirm that it does, let me know in the comments. I might actually test that today in a duel with Twidget or Uni later. But that's basically all this phase is. I mean, you literally just go around as the hunter, well, not necessarily every hunter. It'd be nice if every hunter did this, but it really just needs to be one hunter. Whoever the main assist hunter is, that everybody assist targets, or perhaps is the marker, have him go around like I'm doing with a macro, finding the mages, targeting them ASAP, putting a marker on them, and then your hunters are just continuously looping back to lay a frost trap. Now, right here, my Fiend Death completely batched, and was unable to lay a trap. pissed me off. It was frustrating, but I was like, damn it. So now what do I do? Well, I'm like, well, I can't very well just leave this side of the room unabated. So I try to call out to Twidget. I'm like, hey, Twidget, can you lay a trap? Can you lay a trap? I don't think he heard me. I think he was kind of like tunnel vision. I mean, it happens. It happens to everybody. But he was just trying to help them clean up because I think at this point they were calling out help to the range because the melee was getting a little overwhelmed. As you can see, there's 3 or 4 mages. Legionnaires are coming out of the other side. We had a couple of dragon spawns. But now we're starting to clean it up now that me and me and Twidget are helping. So we whittle it down, but I'm just kind of staying on this platform because I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I don't have another shot to lay a Fiend Death until right this very second. So I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. If I need a wing clip, if I need a scatter shot, if I need a distracting shot, LOS, get the mages out in the middle of the room, or melee, get them out in the middle, kite them away from the platform. Do whatever I need to do until my Fiend Death comes up so I can lay a Frost Trap like I'm supposed to. Now all of a sudden, here come the mages. That's exactly what I do. I run down, the melee charges, I target the other one, I scatter shot that one, and now they're stuck. The melee turns to them. The mages now have aggro, or excuse me, our melee now has the aggro of the mages. They turn to them. I drop down, hit aspect of the hawk, and then boom. There's my Frost Trap, ready to roll. So, course correct, had to adapt. Spell batching on the Fiend Death caused that issue to happen, but it's all right. We adapt, we learn, and this is another case right here. I'm trying to make my Frost Trap last as long as I possibly can. This is a single Legionnaire. I'm like, let me get his attention. I'll kind of wait for my Frost Trap as long as I can, keep him off of me. Twidget's peeling in for me, doing the best we can to maybe piggyback back and forth. I mean, this is me and Twidget. We're not talking about this, but he and I have got this instinctive connection, and he's only been in the guild for 3 weeks. It's amazing how this is already happening. See, he's got aggro on the Legionnaire. Now I'm opening up, and then boom, that Legionnaire is dead. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Love it, love it, love it. And again, this is just cleaning the house. Twidget's got an aggro on that Legionnaire. Frost Trap slowed him down so he could get his attention. And this is just all this fight is. You just go back and forth, get your rhythm, figure out how you're going to do it, target the mages when you see them, burn those down, help slow down the dragon spawns and the Legionnaire orcs so that your melee can catch up to them, and then just peel all day. Use your Frost Trap, slow everything down getting up to the ramp, keep your healers safe, and by the time you get to this point when you're down to like the last 3 or 4 eggs, this is pretty much straightforward. Now I will admit, at this point, RAZORGORE is literally on the last egg. I Fiend Death because I'm about a little less than half mana. So I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity. Now that I know that everything's in a good place, I'm just going to drink up here. I'm going to drink up. I'm going to get as much of my mana back as humanly possible. That way I can roll right back into the fight. There's RAZORGORE right there. Tanks are going to have to get some aggro. Give them 3 or 4 globals so they can get aggro. And the melee is going to turn on the dragon spawns that are still out and about. I'm going to clean them up. I'm just going to use auto shot on this cat. I'm not going to aim shot. Not going to multi-shot. Once these guys are down, we're going to turn our attention on RAZORGORE, and that is going to be it. I mean, I wish there was more to this fight, but that's really it. I mean, the most difficult part about this fight is dealing with the adds in the initial phase. Honestly, the only thing tough about RAZORGORE, literally the only thing tough about RAZORGORE, once all the eggs are destroyed, is making sure that your tanks get enough threat. So that's why you have your main tank take control of the orb on the very last egg. So the second to last egg, your main tank comes up. At least this is how we do it. If you guys have a better strat, please let me know. I'm not saying this is the best strat. I'm just saying this is what we're doing, and we found success with it. Main tank comes up, gets a hold of the orb, controls the orb to destroy the last egg. RAZORGORE will pop. He'll aggro our main tank. Main tank will get him 3 or 4 globals in. Him and the other 2 tanks will also have 3 or 4 globals in. So the threat meter is literally main tank, 2 off tanks, everybody else. The tanks have had 3 or 4 globals to build threat. As soon as the other dragon spawns are gone, everybody just pours it on RAZORGORE. And as long as he stays facing away from the raid, he'll never fireball anybody else in the entire raid. The tanks are the only ones going to get hit with it. So, I mean, we literally just smoke him right here. He doesn't even remotely turn. He conflags Dom, and then he immediately turns to our bear tank. And that's it. Or not our bear tank. He turns to our off tank, who happen to be standing on top of the bear. We've got 2 prot warrior. We got 2 Fury prot warriors. So the Fury main prot, we got like 17 or 20 points in prot. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's the Fury prot build that's really, really popular right now. And then our druid tanks there kind of is a safeguard third tank in case, God forbid, something were to happen to our main tanks. So I think that's it. I mean, that this is pretty much just a wrap. I mean, we literally just burn this cat down, and that's the end of it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, concerns, or comments, please hit me up in the comments, especially if it's genuine positive feedback about how we might be able to go about this a different way. I know that I have a unique situation where I put myself out there in these videos, and I'm open to criticism, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Just make sure that if you give it, you don't have to be an ass. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to be an ass. And most of you, 99% of you guys are awesome. You're amazing. You come in the Discord, you ask great questions, or hell, you even give me amazing feedback. Hey man, you might want to add this or add that, or have you thought about this? Try this. I had 3.5-hour conversation with 2 hunters that joined the Discord in the last couple of weeks. Last night, it was incredible. Loved every second of it. And I'm loving it even more because there's over 300 members in the Discord, and we're growing daily. We're probably going to have 400 by the end of the weekend. So please, there's a ton of information there readily available for you to absorb and implement for yourselves. There's over 100 screenshots of different hunters' UI so people can take inspiration from it, maybe change their UI, maybe learn something from somebody else's, maybe get a weak aura you never thought of before. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff there. And be sure that if you have any information on how maybe we could go about improving this fight as hunters, because we indeed are the Hunter Squad, let me know in this. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the Discord. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Love you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Zera out.